funny. That was a joke this time.
Nice.
Round one of losers for us. Maybe does that work? I don't know.
Yeah, I guess the first round that we've been in losers. I almost joined Team Singularity here, but we're kicking off with it already. Actually, let me get you guys some game sound. It's the lower bracket. Winner advances to the playoffs. Loser goes home. And I reiterate what I said earlier. This is huge for Oxygen. In fact, I think they need to win this just to stay in the running for top spot in the grid standings, because Vitality are already 133 points ahead. So if Oxygen lose here, they might just be completely out of it. Oh wow, is that a Merc? It is
back.
Astral back in the Merc. I told you it was going to be an on and off thing. That's what I like to see.
Hibbs just not doing it good enough with that ball. Astral was stuck around, and of course, that Merc does have an incredible aerial speed. He gets up quickly for that. Takes first blood.
So far, Singularity have had a pretty interesting run through the grid. They were swept 3-0 by Dignitas, who have been, one of the most disappointing teams in this season so far. But then they got a sweep win over Triple Trouble, who have been one of the top teams in the grid. So I'm not really sure what to make of those results for Team Singularity. But based on the fact that they beat the team who are good in the grid, maybe it's bad for Oxygen because they've been pretty good in the grid. But first minute of this game would tell you otherwise. Farah with his speedy takeoff. Cleared for takeoff on that play for sure. 2-0.
I just realized that now that the battle bus is coming to Rocket League, Farah has a new vehicle.
Oh yeah? Is he gonna play? You reckon he's gonna play the battle bus?
I mean, he is the Airbus.
True, true.
It fits. I mean, it's a great storyline.
I've actually, no lie, I've never been inside the battle bus before. When I play the battle bus in Rocket League, that'll be the first time I've ever been in the battle bus.
I've only played one game of Fortnite, so I'm with you. I'm with you. Literally just one.
How did it go? Did you win?
No, I did not. I didn't like the part that it was like third person. I'm not super duper into third person things, so.
I see. Okay.
Other than that, fine game. Battle bus action. Sounds good to me. Fortnite crossover. I think that's a really big growth opportunity for Rocket League.
100%,
so
yeah. Look forward to that.
I think it's great.
I totally agree. Oh, nice fake there by Godsmill. Breezy finishes it off for him. You've got to go for the ball there. Chaussette, once again, paying probably a bit too much attention to the player who's behind the ball and not enough to the ball itself. From that kind of range, I don't think that the flip reset is what Chaussette should be really worried about. He should probably leave that for the defender behind him to worry about. Just drive into the ball, or fly into the ball rather, and make sure that he at least blocks that play.
Ooh, just a little second touch there for Farah. Actually throws the defense off, but Astral just contorting his car in every which way to get up for that ball and to get the clear. This is a moment there for Singularity that they were not able to capitalize on. First, I thought that was going to spell trouble for Farah, but he gets a good early challenge on the ball.
I think Chaussette needs a Merc in his life, I just don't think it's been a great Fennec day for him. And although the Fennec he's the legendary Fennec player, what if he could do the same thing in the Merc? I think that it's worth a try. Does anyone know, has Chaussette played the Merc at all on his live stream or anything like that? Any Oxygen insiders? I would love it. I really want to see the full Merc lineup from Oxygen. Got to be a tilter for the other team when they pull that one out.
That's the question, though. Is it still a tilt move now that it has a new hitbox and it's more in vogue to play it?
I think still, yes, but maybe after a while it will become less of a tilty move once Merc becomes more popular. Oh, what a pass. Well shut down by Astral. He had to react quickly to that one. Just getting news that did Guild reverse sweep Vitality? Get out of here. Guild really just save Oxygen's season right now? Wow, multiple people in Twitch chat are saying this. Guild reverse swept Vitality. Vitality must be uninstalling the game as we speak.
There is one very happy Scottish man.
Oh, yes.
Although I don't know how much vindication he feels when he beats Vitality. I'm sure it still feels good. I mean, also just because they're, like, you know, one of the best teams all the time. So there is that portion of it. But I'm sure he still feels a bit, like, rotten about the deal.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Oh!
Nice fake by the Airbus.
Oh!
He floats on by the ball, and it goes in. Talk about efficiency. Look at this.
Beautiful. Bang. You know, it's all about either getting the slightest touch possible or missing in that play. Getting a heavy touch on the ball is the worst thing you can do, so really smart play by Farah there to just make sure he doesn't hit it hard. Now he just watches the drive-by. Mind games have been a huge part of this series so far. Now a shot will fly wide of the target. There was no response to that one from SNG, but luckily for them, they didn't have to keep it out of the net.
Ooh, nice pass middle there from Hibbs, but just not quite the first touch that Godsmilla needed to make that ball very dangerous. And it's looking like Oxygen is going to take game one here. It's a 3-1 victory. At worst, 3-2.
Oh, Hibbs is out of here.
He gone.
I don't think that's a rage quit. If it was, then somebody grab him a bib, but I don't expect that to be more than a car switch to the Merc. Does the Fennec even have a boot? Don't think so.
Boot.
Oh wait, yeah, you guys call it a trunk or something. That's if we're talking about an elephant. Nonsense. Cars don't have trunks, elephants do.
Wait, so like you don't call like a box that you can put clothes in, you wouldn't call that like a trunk?
No,
Storage container?
What is this, the 1800s? I don't think they exist anymore.
Trunks?
Yeah.
Sure.
No, we'd call it a box.
You'd call it a box? You wouldn't call it a trunk? Like you've never, you don't use that term?
I'm not entirely sure what you're referring to. That probably shows I don't know what a trunk is in this context. Like, I know Americans call boots a trunk, but yeah, we'd probably just call it a chest or something.
Okay. Yeah, chest, a trunk.
Where would a trunk, like, is this a household, like, item of furniture? A trunk?
Yeah, I mean, it could be just like a chest would be, about the same.
Yeah, chest probably. I don't know. Would anybody from the UK in Twitch chat call that a trunk?
In the fashion industry, when they do like the first showing of like a fashion line or whatever, sometimes they call it like a trunk show, where like they show up with the trunks of the clothes and take it out. It's like sort of like mobile.
Okay, I don't know anything about fashion, but
I know.
Yeah.
That's why I'm educating you.
Yeah, thank you, man. Very helpful. Now, the only like trunk fashion item I was aware of was swimming trunks, personally.
Oh, what are those, elephant shorts? What do you mean, Johnny? Got him. Got him.
I've been...
You didn't even realize it when you said it.
No, I was well aware of where I was walking into. I was well aware.
Uh-huh.
Beaten by my own ammunition. I knew it was coming. But it's only fair. I've got to throw you an alley-oop every now and then.
Thank you so much. I need it. If your YouTube comments are any indication, I need to look for another side hobby.
Yeah, I think the YouTube comments have been, you know, a bit hot and cold for every caster I've featured on my channel, but usually more cold, I'd say. They're extremely, extremely harsh. You guys in Twitch need to show some love to Smellsworth. I think everybody takes the rough end of the stick when they commentate on my channel for some reason.
Oh, please! This was not like a call for help.
It is really, now.
It's really been totally fine. It's just funny.
Oh, it is a call for help, though. It's a rally of the boys. Everybody go Can we make Matt cringe? Can you go drop enough love hearts in his chat to make him cringe?
You already have. Successful. Nailed it.
Can we make him cringe more? Just go bomb his chat with love hearts so he has to time them out. 2-0 to Singularity, by the way, while we're having this one of the longest tangents. That's a half-game tangent right there.
Half-game tangent, baby.
Half-time tangent. But yeah, Singularity is picking up a couple of routine goals. Oxygen looking quite normal. I'm in shock. What has happened? The Merc has been defeated, or so it would seem. Oh, here we go. Now, here comes the comeback. Never mind.
Oh. Chaussette reading that miss from Singularity. That could be dangerous, but Chaussette maintains composure. Ooh, double commit from Oxygen. This is, yeah, I don't know. This is a weird little game, but Astral with some Merc finesse.
Look at the dexterity on this thing. Oh. Unreal. Astral popping off. He skips past all three players. And then when Breezy recovers to get him out of the game, Astral's already on the ceiling to intercept him. Chaussette puts it in.
Everybody that tried to show love in my chat just got crushed by Nightbot. Nightbot's like, what is this? I'm a bot. I have no feeling.
Have you got like a character limit of like, what, one character so people write?
It's literally Nightbot out of the box. And
to
be honest with you, I'm not really even sure how to change some of the settings in this regard. I mean, I haven't really tried either, so whatever. But anyway, yeah, it's pretty funny. People come in trying to be nice. Nightbot's like, what do you mean?
What do you mean less than 3? Get out of here. That's not English. Oh, what a pass by Chaussette. Slapped that one into the middle. You know, I'm hoping that we see good play from Chaussette again. He's had a bit of an off day so far, but we all know this guy is an incredible player when he can get his head in the game. I think for him it's all about the good, like the feel-good factor. Kind of the same as Coxer. When they're feeling good, they're playing good. So get those comms as positive as possible. Everybody go tweet love hearts to Chaussette. I'm sure that'll lift his spirits. Tell him to eat his vegetables.
What if he's not down at all?
No.
And he's just feeling fine, and then it's like, everybody's like, hey, Johnny said you're really sucking today.
No context. Don't give him any context. Just no context. Bombardment of love.
Sorry for your loss.
Sorry for your loss in game 2. Well played for the rest of the series. Oh, Astros has a flip here. Oh, that had to be let in. Come on, Singularity. You don't save those. That was a pretty sick play.
What?
Wow, nice transition from Breezy. 3-1. What a banger to close out game 2. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
What a touch.
What a flick. Do you consider that a flick, or is that just a redirect? That seems flicky to me, the way it comes out the car there.
I'd say he flicked his car into it, but yeah, probably a redirect, I suppose. Either way,
flicky properties, in my opinion. But
oh yeah.
Either way, it's a banger.
The motion of the car is definitely flicky, but yeah, like you said, banger. Absolutely insane shot from Breezy there. You gotta look out for Guild when they're not talking to each other. That's when they're most dangerous.
Well, Oxygen find themselves in deep water once again. It is a tied series, but they did manage to lose that last game. So if you're an Oxygen fan, it might be time to put on your swimming boots. Take off those elephant shorts that you thought you needed.
Swimming boots, man. That's a term I'll probably never hear. I don't think I have heard that before.
Are you a Mighty Boosh fan?
No, oh, I'm aware of the show. Never watched it though. No, is swimming boots actually a thing?
No, squishy boots.
Squishy boots.
They're not a huge thing. It's just like one character says something about it. Anyway.
Okay.
Pretty good stuff. Ooh, Astral getting really close to a 1v1 situation there, and no matter who you are in the world, you never really want to face that. Yeah, he rushes the ball down and stops it though.
It's like one of those moments where you just think, wait, why do I hear boss music? Astral's dribbling at you. What is happening here? Or no, not even that. Probably the more accurate music that you would expect to hear in that situation is like, wait, why do I hear some EDM leading towards the drop?
Either that or maybe like the Jaws theme song. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be any of these. It's like, wait, why does it sound like a clip is about to happen? Oh, for goodness sake, Astral, come on, man. Go on the mark, not again.
Is that the Stormtroopers?
What would Astral's Sith name be? Would it just be Darth Astral, or would you need to get? Because you know some of them change their name when they become a Sith Lord. Or at least I think they do. My Star Wars knowledge is not quite as good as my Lord of the Rings knowledge, but I believe that some of them get their name changed. Like, you know, we had Anakin Skywalker became Vader, but would you reckon Astral will just keep Astral, Darth Astral? I don't know. It doesn't have the same ring. Probably need to think of something different.
Daztrol?
Darth
too much like Dazarin.
Oh yeah, that is just Dazarin, now that you think about it.
I don't know. I have zero idea about
I'm just staring at my Twitch chat right now.
Naming lore.
Keeping an eye out for a banger. I'm not sure if Oxygen want the branding to be Sith Lord. Maybe they're more about the Jedi. They'll have to let us know.
And we don't have that many Star Wars peeps in the chat, huh? That's sort of surprising given the reputation of this stream.
Yeah, although I don't think Star Wars is as... What do you reckon, Matt? Star Wars or Lord of the Rings?
For what? Like what kind of question is that?
Which would win in a fight? No, which is better?
Win in a fight?
Yeah, which would win in a fight?
By sheer volume, Star Wars would win.
Oh, that's
way
it.
more Star Wars fans.
Wow.
Nice little pinchy poo here from Farah.
A much needed pinch as well. Bit careless by Godsmiller. Going up alongside the ball there. He's kind of asking to get dunked on. If Farah will oblige. 1-0.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Star Wars is massive compared to Lord of the Rings fan following.
Oh yeah?
It's way bigger. Yes.
Is that just a recency thing, or just always has been?
Well,
I think it maybe always has been.
I don't know, like, when did Tolkien write the books? I mean, it came out before, I'm pretty sure. It came out before Star Wars. But, I mean, I don't think at any point in history has Lord of the Rings been bigger than Star Wars.
Yeah.
At least after Star Wars became popular. I couldn't imagine it.
Yeah, they got the numbers.
By all means, very popular book and series and movies and all that, but Star Wars is a juggernaut.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'd say if I had to pick one, it would probably be LOTR, personally.
To win the fight?
No, not to win the fight.
Or that you like more?
Yeah, that was just because when you said in what context or in what way, I said which one would you take, and you're just like, in what sense? I was like, oh, you know, in a fight 1v1, but nah, really, just I meant like which do you prefer? It's always those three, right? Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, and Star Wars. They're the three that get brought up next to each other.
Really?
I think so. I always see like these polls on Twitter and stuff, and I'm like, why is this even a poll? Obviously, Lord of the Rings. What are you guys talking about? Harry Potter, Star Wars. Not even close.
You know, if the question is like, which would the stream vibe with the best? It's clearly Lord of the Rings.
Oh yeah, not even
obviously.
Not even a competition at that point. Oh, Godsmiller makes it interesting. This has got some Monkeys vibes right here. You know, starting the comeback towards the end of the game. Oxygen need to be on their best behavior right now. I think they've learned their lesson against the Monkeys there. No nonsense at the end of a game. Speedy setup by Astral, but Godsmiller is going to swat away that ceiling shot. But great end of the game looming for Oxygen. It's open for Chaussette, and he hits the post! Oh my goodness, Chaussette. It has just been one of those days for the young man.
Okay. 10 seconds left. Singularity needs to mount this offense now. Farah buys some more time. That ball goes off the backboard, and I do think it's just going to hit the ground.
Oh, wow.
Big misread from Breezy or somebody in the backfield there. I think maybe they thought the other person had the ball. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, it's just...
Either way, clock ticks down to 0, and we got 2-1 game. Oxygen's favor.
Yeah, and all
Merc power.
Okay, it looked like Bacon of the digital variety was not readied up there, but he must have been, because the game is about to begin. This could be Oxygen's ticket to the playoffs. Much needed. You know, Guild have done them a favor by sending Vitality to the lower bracket. Who knows, if Vitality get eliminated before playoffs, wow, what an opportunity that will be for Oxygen to not only close that gap, but maybe even surpass Vitality right here, right now. Just for your guys' information, Vitality are going to be playing against Barcelona, or they are already playing against Barcelona in that lower bracket. So, you know, look out for Barcelona. Maybe they're going to do Oxygen a favor as well, an even bigger one. But all Oxygen can think about right now is what's the task right in front of them. Singularity are not to be taken lightly, and full focus will be required, especially from Chaussette. He's, you know, at moments today, looked a bit dodgy. Now he's asked to keep this ball safe. He will. A little bit of help from Farah to get the clear, but that is more like what we're expecting and what we want from Chaussette today.
A nice little flick over the top here from Astral. Breezy's going to try to connect with Hibbs on the sidewall, but it's intercepted by Farah. He could read where that pass was going, and not that big of a risk for him to go after that. Drop down here midfield. And Farah gets possession back. He's going to... Oh, man, I thought he was going to flop it all the way into the goal there.
Oh, man can only dream. That would have been easily the floppiest goal of the day. But unfortunately, despite the beanability rating being sky high, Singularity did not bean it. Farah will have to try again.
Man, I think I can count the number of times on one hand so far this game that Breezy has rotated back. He's just like a pendulum swinging from 100 boost to 100 boost on the opponent's side of the field. Oh, that's a miss. And oh, that is also a big miss. I don't know if, you know, he was worried about the counterattack there or what was happening, but this is not looking good for Singularity right now. And that's not looking good for Oxygen.
Way! Oh, what's happening?
The beanability gauge is flying off the charts right now.
Man, I was so ready to say, there he is, well played, Chaussette, putting the team in front, but he's managed to hit the bar in the one position that would bounce the ball into an unreboundable spot for Astral. Quite a precise misplay, really. But, oh dear. Not the one you want to see and not the player you want to see making it. This is becoming an unfortunate consistency for today. Chaussette struggles to find his footing. Luckily, Astral and Farah are playing pretty consistently. And, you know, you can never have two players showing up like that. Oxygen are a good enough team that if one player's having a bit of an off day, the other two can usually do some more heavy lifting. But you can't allow for a couple to have that effect, because, you know, not even Astral is going to be able to 1v3 a team like Singularity.
Zero on the clock still. 1:45 remaining. Breezy just keeps turning for these balls on the sidewall with like 10 boost.
That's
just
it.
Waiting for his teammate to hit him. Well, I guess it's working. I don't know what actually happened here. Oh, and Chaussette getting battered by Godsmella is just hanging out. Honestly, Singularity had two people in the Oxygen net in that play and somehow scored and made it work. It's the only goal this game so far. That is unreal.
Yeah, well,
I mean, of the bump.
Breezy likes to break rotation, as you pointed out. So if he can break rotation for an open net, that's like, you know, the most obvious yes please that he's ever going to have. But yeah, great bump by Godsmella, just ruining Chaussette's day even more. You know, every cloud has a silver lining. And the silver lining of that miss clear was the fact to turn into a back pass. Astral collecting it in defense. Minute left for Oxygen. If they're going to win this one in 4, cheeky clear by Breezy. Chaussette is going to fire low, and that's awkward for the defense of Singularity. Good placement by Chaussette to try and force a bad save, a bad clear out of them, but Singularity are hanging on for the time being.
Pass down in the middle here from Breezy. And, oof. I think Singularity getting away with something there. That was very close to having the pieces fall into place for a nice little counterattack. And when you're breaking rotations and you don't have much boost, it can become pretty easy for your teammates to be left on a bit of an island with no boost and having to defend against multiple players.
Oh, here goes
Shot set is up.
He's trying to redeem himself here, but luckily for Singularity, they had multiple players ready to get in the way of that one. 10 seconds left. Breezy's going to try and time waste. Beautiful pre-flip into that challenge. All he had to do is stay goal side of this ball, but Astral knows he has one bounce to play with. Offloads to Farah to the top corner. What a pinch save by Hibbs. Off the ceiling and into the ground it goes. And now we're headed to game 5. It was a good try at the end by Oxygen, but it was unsuccessful as well.
We are headed into game 5. We're going to go to Hibbs Cam as requested by chat. Let's see what this last game holds for Oxygen and for Singularity.
Oxygen need this desperately. They really, really do.
This is the one ring in terms of wins.
Yeah, if we had to, you know, pick a Lord of the Rings character for the win, it would be the ring, just straight up. Pretty important. But like we've been pointing out all day, the reason is because Oxygen need the grade rank points more than anybody else. Singularity, they kind of need them as well though. They're battling for that top 10 spot. Right now they are 10th equal with Monkeys. So, you know, both teams need this, but for different reasons. However, when it comes to level of importance, well, qualifying for that first RLCSX major is, I think, more important than making it into the grid automatically for the next split. So really, Oxygen, I would say, need this more. Oh!
Just barely missed there from Farah. Hibbs pinches it out of the backfield, try to relieve some of that pressure for his team. Breezy's up for this ball, and also it's another pretty speedy pinch there towards the goal. Now Singularity mounting some offense here. Smilla with the flip reset there. Breezy misses the shot. Didn't see it because we got blown up.
Yeah, Farah had the save actually. It was a really good diving save by Farah as he lunged across the goal line. I believe it was on target from Breezy initially, and he struck it pretty early and quickly, so crucial save there from the Oxygen captain.
And this ball gets launched down the field by Farah. He's gonna follow it up on the sideline, or up on the sidewall here. Breezy gets in front of that, but that totally misses the challenge from Astral. I'm not really sure what happened there. Maybe Astral did some sort of fake-a-rooney. Did not see it. Hibbs is trying to carry this off the back wall. It doesn't have much boost left though, and tries to connect with Smilla there, but that pass gets broken up by the Oxygen team, and this is a scary situation for Hibbs. Does well, keeps composure in the net, gets the save.
Shot set again. Oh, that's a big play! Shot set 45 on the board in style. An Oxygen lead game 5. Beautiful boost management. He needed every single ounce of it to reach that ball before the defender. But after a largely disappointing day for Chaussette, he plays brilliantly when it matters most. 1-0 in the ace match.
Breezy with the pass to Godsmilla. It's not quite on target where Godsmilla needed it. And this is a dangerous position here for Singularity.
Well played.
Breezy up onto the wall, and Farah gets quick up for this ball to put a shot on net, and there's nobody in net on the ground that can make this play.
Yeah, I think Breezy misread the bounce. He expected it to roll around the corner, so he'd committed to the wall a bit too early there. And he realized to his horror it was bouncing very, very far away from said wall, out of his reach. Still, it was a great shot by Farah. Stepped up, made a solo play off the corner all by himself, And now it's really Oxygen's series to lose. Let's see if they can hold on to this lead. Solid performance thus far.
Absolutely. Ooh, nice little touch there by Smill to break up that offensive push. Hibbs hangs in the backfield, waiting for his chance to strike here. Breezy with the pass down, and Chaussette sees that play coming. Gets in between the ball and the goal. Nicely done. Now, Hibbs has 0 boost here, so this is a scary drive from Oxygen, but the demo changes all of that.
Yeah, Chaussette's doing some heavy lifting at both sides of the field. Perfect defense so far. Astral avoids the demo. That is beautiful. It's open for Chaussette. He makes it 3. And Oxygen have delivered a cracking game 5 here. Chaussette with the opening goal. And then a huge save to keep the 2-0 lead intact. And now he adds to it off what was such a composed piece of defending from Astral. Dodged the demo, makes a solid 50-50 to offload the ball to Chaussette, and really puts this game beyond all doubt.
Yeah, it's gonna be near impossible for Singularity to come back from this one. Not unheard of, but nearly impossible. Pharaoh booms that ball and almost beats Hibbs to that ball. That was a little bit scary from Hibbs' point of view. 4-0 flash before his eyes.
Yeah, that should be GG now. Just over 20 seconds left. Farah sends a long clear into the Singularity corner. And like I mentioned earlier, this is pretty disastrous for their overall standings. They're 10th equal going into this week with the Monkeys. Top 10 teams in the grid standings at the end of next week's grid tournament will auto-qualify to the grid next split. The other 6 will have to try and re-qualify, and Singularity are right on the cusp there. We can actually show you guys now how those standings look going into next week's, or at the moment looking at the